This is called Poetry Dogs.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear him? Not all the dogs are at Brown Stadium and the dog pound. So this is Poetry Dogs. Poetry Dogs howl from the hoods of Crown Vics. Souls with no VIN numbers, no license, no registration, patrol the junkyard gardens, break the invisible fences, jolt into other realities, a timeless recycling, parts, pieces, peace. The Poetry Dogs guard every precinct of the holy city. They vote with their voices, wild and free.
Yeah!
And
let's lick ourselves.
You first.
Yes, Steve.
And
Show us how.
Just don't sniff my ass.
Sadly, this shows some lack of imagination. This is called Poetry Eyes. Poetry Eyes, outside the record rendezvous, the rorulant angels buzz, sway to the blast of minutes, spinning into hours, catapulted like drunken bees upon the sounds flowering, where desire saunters naked down Prospect and turns, gripped by emotion sickness, hung up on a turnstile moon at 45 RPM, filled with holes, illogical as poetry eyes, seeing the music, feeling the whir, blind somersault of days.
Yeah.
And, you know, all the poems on Deep Cleveland, of course, are not about D.A. Levy. This is one, it's called Transdiscursive for Albert Eiler, 1936-1970. You were the howl and wail of Cleveland gardens, blowing on Mount Pleasant backyards, across the Cuyahoga dreamscape, your sanity of spirit song, a sonic Moses marching out of town in metal reed vibrato. Old school, new direction, dictations from prophetic voices, a Cleveland sun, free, beyond blue, baptism awash in sound, drowning in an East River font.
Yeah.
This is a little bit about D.A. Levy and about another Cleveland sun. In the gray seasons of poetry, great gifts still bloom. On the track at Rhodes High, Levy runs on spindly legs, cigarette dangling from his lips, talking to Jesse Owens, running backwards, still faster and further ahead than most, till they stop to sit in the shade of the old oak to share the light of living poetry that lasts longer than isms, longer than oaks, light that pulsates, rooted in the mind, floating like leaves, seeding the future. They pass the batons, wearing medals no city, no nation can bestow. Medals that shine and brighten in the green shade, the people's gifts freely given.
Yeah.
And this is a poem that was, we kind of went back and forth on the internet for a while, and some of you know this person. The poem is called Wrenching Poems from Air for Steve Thomas.
Woohoo!
Yes. Steve. Yay, Steve's.
Hammered out of a blue-collared sun, thoughts turning on lathes of desire, your sculpted words are diamond ground in smoky pools of filtered factory light, and burnished to trapeze the stars in the hot breath of beauty's forges. Amid stamping plant metallic symphonies, you wipe blood from your knuckles and eat from your lunchbox of dreams, the energy for a new city with new lives, where there are no time clocks, and poems are the only blueprints. And this is called Crushed Stones, Roll Your Bones. Crush stones, roll your bones with ice cream in stark weather. Lick stars like Vega down blueberry hills. Bottleneck a song for hummers on one-way streets. Every Lorraine ever known falls like your hair in a haloed pool. Hearts skydive, no splash. Crush stones, roll your bones. Dead mothers drip muddy tears across the sherbet dusk. Outside the XXX Theater, sipping wine, wafers purchased with bloody bread, laid on a red gold altar, gunfire takes another child.